drop it.
Yo, what is up guys? It's EliteShot here, aka Sean, bringing you guys another Let's Be Honest video. In today's video, I want to talk about Battlefield 4, as you guys can tell by the gameplay playing on the screen. In this gameplay, let me go off on a little story for a second. In this gameplay, I was going to show you my live experience with the webcam in the corner and all that stuff. And when I went to go edit that video and put it together, I realized I must have accidentally deleted the files I needed to make it, which I'm so pissed because I was so excited to bring you guys this video because in the gameplay itself, I did pretty well. Normally when I play Battlefield 4, I don't do that well because I'm your friendly COD fanboy. I'm a Battlefield 4 noob. I'm not used to the big explosions and the big vehicles and the big maps and the big everything. This game is crazy and it's definitely a lot more realistic than Call of Duty. I don't care what you say, that's a proven fact by scientists. Anyways, in here, enough about that story. In here, I want to talk about just my opinion on Battlefield 4 if I haven't already, I guess, summed it up in a nutshell. As we all know, like I've already mentioned, the maps are ginormous because it's more of a realistic shooter. And in real life, you're not always battling in these tiny little areas that Call of Duty has to offer. Now, I'm not saying that what Battlefield does is right or what Call of Duty does is wrong. I'm just saying they're two different games. Call of Duty is more of a arcade style game. And when I say arcade style, I don't mean like beep boop bop, I'm playing Pac-Man, if that was the noise of Pac-Man. No, it's arcade in the fact that it's fast paced, it's quick, well it's supposed to be, and it's not supposed to be realistic. Walls aren't supposed to explode. You're not supposed to die by certain things, or it's just a game. It's not meant to be compared to real life at all. In my opinion, I think Battlefield 4 is more compared to real life because of the things that have. The fact that things explode when things explode near them just shows how more real the game is. And now, this is another point I'd like to cover. Just because Battlefield 4 has explosions and destructible environments, it doesn't mean every other game should too. Because what's the point of doing that? Every game shouldn't be like every game. That's why I think Battlefield is a great game in its own regards, and Call of Duty is also a good game in its own aspects because of those reasons. I guess that was just a quick little opinion. That's what I think about Battlefield 4, and that's kind of what I think about Call of Duty. There are two different games that people should not compare to each other. You guys can compare the fact that they're both FPS, first-person shooters in that regards, but in playstyle, they are completely different. If you guys haven't noticed, in this gameplay, I was playing a lot more strategic. I was playing smarter. I wasn't necessarily running and sprinting everywhere I went like I would normally do in Call of Duty. And here, you actually have to play like it's your real life. You gotta play like you don't want to die. In Call of Duty, I don't care if I sprint. I know I can sprint around and get kills. And the thing with Call of Duty Ghosts is, it's much tougher to do that. From previous Call of Duties, I had no problem rushing around, sprinting as fast as I could, getting kills everywhere I went. In Ghosts, it's so much more challenging for a few reasons. The maps are bigger, which definitely stinks, and that's why I'm not that great at Battlefield because I'm not used to these huge, massive, maps. I'm not used to that. And because of the bigger maps, more people will camp. That's kind of a fact, and it makes sense. Because the bigger they are, I guess the more scared these players are to run around, because I know when I'm new to a game and when I see a big map, I definitely don't want to rush to the middle. I don't want to move anywhere. I want to stay put because I don't want to die. But the more you play the game and the more you become familiar with the maps, the easier it is to play. Because I get questions, I get comments all the time saying, Sean, how are you so good at Ghosts? How are you so good at the game? I mean, I'm good at the game, but I don't think I'm as good as I could be. I'm still adjusting, I'm still learning, and I'm still getting used to it. I've been playing Call of Duty for 4 years, a solid 4 years, where I'm like a try-hard fanboy, and I want to do as best as I can. So I really know what to do and what not to do. There's little tips, there's tricks, there's things you could do to improve your game that I could definitely share with you guys if you want to hear them. but that's what I kind of try to do in my live multiplayer videos for Call of Duty. I like to give tips when I play, and I try my best to help you guys out as I'm playing myself. But I'm going to wrap this video up here. You guys can enjoy the rest of this gameplay. I think there's only like 30 more seconds or so. If you guys want to hear about a specific, video, let's be honest, say so, because I read all my comments and I do my best to respond to as many as I can. But as I always say, guys, it's EliteShot here, aka Sean, your friendly Battlefield 4 fanboy, signing out. Peace.